You know, when you walk into a gym, what's the first thing you think about? Probably the weights, the machines, right? But what about what really makes a gym safe? It goes so much deeper than just sturdy equipment. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the real anatomy of a safe gym, and it starts in some pretty surprising places.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. What do you think is the single most important piece of equipment in a gym? I mean, your mind probably jumps to the big stuff, like the squat rack or all those treadmills lined up. Maybe even that emergency defibrillator on the wall. All good guesses, but
The answer, it might actually surprise you. It's not a machine at all. Nope, it's a person, a well-informed professional instructor. Because you see, real safety doesn't come from the hardware. It comes from human expertise, from good communication, and from genuine care.
And that professional instructor, they are absolutely key. Because a truly safe fitness journey doesn't begin when you first pick up a dumbbell. Nah, it starts way before that. It starts with a simple conversation. So let's dive into what that all-important first talk should really look like.
okay, so that first meeting, it's so much more than just signing a waiver and getting it over with. A real pro, a good instructor, has an ethical duty to break it all down for you in plain, simple language. This isn't just about checking a box, you know? It's about respecting you and your choices and making sure you know exactly what you're getting into.
So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, a great instructor is going to sit down with you, guide you through all that paperwork, and they're never going to rush you. There's no pressure. They'll make it super clear that this stuff isn't just to protect the gym. It's there to protect you too. It's really about setting the ground rules for a solid, safe partnership. And this right here, this really gets to the core of it. Signing those forms should feel like a team effort, a collaboration. Just shifting your mindset about it like that, it changes everything. It's not some annoying legal hurdle to get past. It is literally the very first step you and your instructor take together on your fitness journey. And that teamwork, it's all built on making sure you actually get it. The best instructors, they don't just talk at you, they talk with you. They want you to ask questions. They might even use this cool technique called teach back, where they ask you to explain an exercise back to them in your own words. It's a simple way to make sure you're both on the same page, and honestly, it empowers you right from day one.
All right, so once you've got that foundation of trust locked in, let's kind of take a walk around the gym floor. Because a safe gym is designed to be a safe space, and a lot of the time, it's in ways you would never, ever notice.
First up, the temperature. Ever notice it feels just right? That's not an accident. The ideal temp actually changes with the seasons. It's a little cooler in the summer, between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and a bit warmer in the winter. And the reason is simple. It helps your body regulate its own temperature, which means better performance and less risk of overheating or getting your muscles too cold. Okay, now what about the sound? I mean, who doesn't love a killer playlist to get you pumped up? But believe it or not, there's a safety limit. Music in a gym shouldn't really go above 90 decibels. To give you an idea, that's about as loud as a lawnmower.
So why that number? Well, anything louder can cause something called auditory fatigue. It's distracting, uncomfortable, and frankly, it can even be unsafe. That's why a really well-designed gym thinks about its soundscape. They'll use materials that absorb sound, keep an eye on the volume, and maybe even have designated quiet areas for focus. It's one of those little details that makes a huge difference.
And here's another one you've probably walked by a million times and never thought about. See where all the machines are plugged in? Those aren't normal outlets. They're special outlets called GFCIs. And what they do is they can sense if something's wrong and they'll instantly cut the power. This prevents electrical shock, which is, pretty essential in a room full of sweat, water bottles, and powerful electronics. Okay, so we've got the instructor and we've got the physical space, but there's one more really important layer to all of this. See, a great instructor, they're almost never working alone. There's usually a whole team behind the scenes supporting them, which means they're also supporting you. Let's be real. Strength and conditioning is super complex. There's no way one person can be an expert on everything. Nutrition, injury rehab, sports psychology, you name it. A truly professional operation understands this. They don't just give you one person. They build a whole team around you. And that team, that network, can look something like this. You've got your instructor, who's your main point of contact, right? But they know their limits. They know when to bring in other experts. That could be a team doctor for medical stuff, an athletic trainer if you've got a tricky injury, a nutritionist to get your diet on point, or even a counselor to work on the mental side of things. It's a holistic approach to your health. Which brings us to our final section, and maybe the most important piece of this whole safety puzzle, and that's you. Because at the end of the day, true safety is always a partnership.
So let's put it all together. A truly safe training environment, it's all built on a foundation of trust. That trust starts day one with that consent process. It grows with clear, open communication and a real connection with your instructor. And it's all held up by strong ethical standards. It really is a partnership, through and through.
So you see, it's a whole system. You've got the instructor, the environment, the support team, and of course, you. Every part is essential. So, here's my challenge to you. The next time you walk into your gym, I want you to look around with this new perspective. Look past the racks and the treadmills. What are you going to see differently now?